morning, everyone. How are we all? Hope you guys are having a fantastic, what day is it? Tuesday? Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, I stream Tuesday through Saturday. It's my Monday. I hope you all are doing well. This is our first time streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So pardon me if it's a little wonky. I also switched over to new streaming software that I am still getting used to. So lots of new things happening behind the scenes. Hopefully nothing changes for you. Thank you for the hydrate, Void. I greatly appreciate that. And for the stretch, Stoic, thank you so much for the lurk. Super appreciate those lurks. They are the lifeblood of the channel, so to speak. But yeah, I over my break from my theoretical weekend, I definitely I definitely did some things to improve the stream, hopefully, in the long run. We will see how it goes, though. Yes, YouTube. It should be the same as... It's the same name as here. Let me just copy. Let me put this... So yeah, there is the YouTube link. I am going to just pin that at the top so that those of you that would like to watch via YouTube, you can. So you have that option. Heck yeah! But let's get started with the Bookwalker, cause we got stuff to do. Yeah. I just want to make sure one thing real quick. Okay. That should be good. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Void, for subbing to YouTube and giving it a like. That really helps as I'm starting out over there. All right, so we have to go into the Timeless Mansion. I believe this is to get the Cursed Clock. It doesn't allow, like, for once, we don't get to see her face. A review of it says that fresh and original as always. Nowadays, there really aren't enough authors who are this original and can also release new books so fast. Interesting. All right. I forget if we went through things last time. Okay, I already did that. I love that you can tell that we're getting money because we've gotten flowers. We've gotten new furniture. We've gotten a better little sitting area by the phone here. Our bathroom is still a mess and kind of a trash heap. In here, though, we've gotten this beautiful image of a lady with a sunflower. So, things are improving for our anti-hero is what I would say he is, honestly. But let's see what we can find. Let's get Etienne out of these cuffs. Oof. Finally, I landed on something soft. Ahem. Maybe too soft. Ew, you examine your souls. So, how did it go? I think successfully nabbing Excalibur really redeemed me in the client's eyes. So now you'll get easier jobs? No more killer robots threatening us? Dino Nuggies! I hope so. We're supposed to find a clock of some sort. That doesn't sound too complicated. Ready to get started? Let's do it. Let's see. Okay, as usual, no inventory. Whoa! Hey, it's a cute place. Okay. When calling this cute, all I can think of is the house in Resident Evil, I think is it 8? No. It's 6, isn't it? That's with the creepy-ass family. I think. Stoic, you've played it recently. The creepy-ass family with all the infected stuff and the bugs and the... I know, you're totally working, so you're calling me... So me calling you out may not get me anything, but... Also, for those of you on Twitch and on YouTube, if you are not following Mr. Pro Stoic, please do give him a follow. He is getting ready for not next week, but the following to do his 2.0 review. Not review, reveal. So lots of shenanigans are going to happen, lots of nonsense. Do give him some love. So, speaking of love, hello, my love. How are you? Okay. Hey, it's a cute place. I agree with Etienne. Just the, like, this is what you call cute? Etienne? Are you okay? Yes. Does Etienne recognize this place? Gotta search trash can. Trash and rags. Sure. What the? Oh god. Oh god. I want to run past you without even glancing at you. I trapped him. I trapped the monster. Run away. Monster. So the jobs didn't get easier. So let's look at these water pipes. Old rusted pipes run along the wall. Examine the pipes. One of the pipes is dripping. Actually, the water is full on flowing out of it. It's too late to save this pipe. Okay. Steps collapse under their own weight. That's no good. Ah. Yelling into the air. Damn girl, get back here and let me out. I'll find you and your friends too. Did you really think this cage can stop me? Is this the monster? Who are you? The man pauses and stares at you. Damn, wincing. Etienne? You know him? Etienne! The man's eyes seem to burn through you. You look away, but not before noticing that the man's hands are trembling with anger. Bit of a stressful day at work, so I'm here. Okay. Well, hopefully watching me go through stressful situations somehow relaxes you, or gives you entertainment while you're stuck at work. Maybe we can start the Invincibles when you get home. That sounds like a great plan to me. Assuming you can stay awake. I think we should get out of here quickly. Stop right there, you bastard! Answer me! What did you do with Amanda? Where is my wife? Hold on. What does all this mean? Not now. Boxes. Let's look at the boxes. Oh, some stale bread, some crowbar parts. Damp book, some papers, cabinet, some tools, and some crowbar parts. Hi, Dosco. How are you? Yes, I mean invincible. Sorry. Brain unfunctional. It died. Or we could do more of the Expendables with Jagged Alliance 3. That works. I'm good, Dosco. I'm trying out a new streaming software and actually simul-streaming to YouTube at the same time for the first time. A little nervous on how it's working, but we're going to see how it goes. Yeah! Giving it a shot. Pinned at the top is a link to my YouTube. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube, then if you can click that and subscribe and give the current live a like, that would super help me out and I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm testing it now, Dosco, to see if it'll actually, like, set up right and work. So we're going to see. Boarded up window. Okay, so it's boarded up tight. Let's see. It's locked but won't open without a key. So the door to the hall. Why does that fellow in the basement know you? This book, I wrote it. What do you mean? I created this mansion, but I was arrested before I had a chance to finish the book. Oh. So how did your client get this book then? But we've only been stealing from books that are on the market. I imagine the rights to it went to my publisher, and they decided to have another writer finish it. So that's why the dreadful man in the basement knows you. You created him? Yes, but not like that. It was the story of a generous aristocrat who lived in a beautiful mansion with his wife. You definitely wouldn't catch me writing about a murderer in a blood-soaked basement. Do you think the new author changed a lot? Looking around, I think so, yes. Who's this Amanda he mentioned? Is she here somewhere too? She's not here anymore. It's better if we talk about that later. This clock wasn't meant to be here either. Let's take a look since it's what we're here for. You see an ancient clock. The steel frame around it is covered in small inscriptions, some of which are impossible to make out. There's something written here. Reading, the clock master's lifetime, something something with the time on the clock itself. It's too bad it stopped. I'm guessing we need to bring back a working clock? Etienne? Yes, a working one. You notice 3 huge holes in the mechanism. There are 3 gears missing. We'll have to search the whole mansion. Well, you should know your way around here pretty well since you created all this. Looking around. Are we at the end of the book? That's right, the plot is ended and the heroine managed to lock the monster in the basement and escape. Nothing else happens in the plot after this, a happy ending. We need to go back somewhere on page 150 or so. That's where the mansion will be in the best shape for us to search it. Even the staircase is in ruins right now. I didn't know you could do that, so we're going to jump between pages? Jumping is the easy part. The hard part is landing on the same spot on another page. If I miss or land... That's written weird. If I miss or end up between pages without my powers, it could end badly. Should we risk it? We have to. I think it worked. We're on page 120 now. It's a little more pleasant here, don't you think? Etienne, you don't want to keep doing this, do you? I can't just cancel the job. I don't really have a choice. Do you think the client knew this was your book and sent you here on purpose? I don't think he cares either way. Oof. Feel bad for Etienne. All he wants to do is be a writer because that's what he is. He's a writer. But at the same time, not being like seeing someone else finish your work is heartbreaking in that position. Raven. Oh, I freaking love Fidel in that game. Help me! Let me out! Who's that? Another victim? Let's go find out. Oh, well, let's go check this out first. Okay, well, we can extract those. Okay, so door to the kitchen. Hey, anybody? Hey, Jonathan? Guys. Oh, I don't like... Take all. Boarded up window. Let's look at the storage. Is anybody there? Help me! Jonathan? The voice is coming from behind those shelves. I hear it. my god, who are you? That's not important. Ugh, all right, my hands. She draws your she draws your attention to the handcuffs behind her back. How did you end up here? You fiddle with the handcuffs. My brother and I were looking for something. My god, Jonathan, he's still around here somewhere. Promise you'll find him. I promise. Thank you. By the way, you haven't seen any gears around, have you? Big ones for a clock? No, sorry. It's okay. Although, when I was searching the study upstairs, I found a secret compartment in the desk, but it was empty. What do you mean searching? Did I say searching? I must have misspoke. Alright, I'll check it out later. You finish fiddling with the handcuffs and the girl is finally free. Thank you. She rubs her freed wrists. Well, an awkward silence falls. I think it's time to get out of here. I'll take care of your brother. The girl nods briefly. She looks around the room for a second, and with barely noticeable disappointment, disappears behind the door. More of your characters? They seem fairly well written. Really bad at lying, though. No, I don't know her. Plain writing desk stands against the wall. There is nothing of interest on the desk or in the drawers. Not in this time, at least. Okay. So we're going to be jumping back and forth between times. This shall be interesting. Very interesting. Should we go look in the basement? Okay, nothing is here. There is a locker. Look at the empty cell. The scratches on the floor and chains hanging from the walls make this a frightening place, even without. I wonder where our monster is in this time. I think we're better off not running into him. It looked like he was ready to kill you right there and then. Do you think the new author made him like that? No, nothing's changed there. Hi, Tiarna. How are you? Hi, Shumi. Guys, if you want some more wholesome, delicious goodness, do follow Miss Pro Shumi over there. She is a good friend, absolutely sweet and wonderful, and deserves love and attention as always. And so does Tiarna. Who is also a sweetie. Oh. But he's not supposed to hurt the other characters. You examine the manacles on the walls. And this change in him bothers me. Dude, if someone did that to my character, it would bother me too. You see sealed boxes that smell like dirt. Okay, we're gonna walk away for now because we can't do anything else. Okay. Box. Empty box that smells like tobacco. One of the master's letters. It's an invitation to a ball hosted at his mansion. Okay. Into the study. That's why Lewis becomes the very thing that he promised never to be in my story. Got to beat the fans to the punch before they could make horrible people of your characters. Yeah. Felicity says follow, I follow. Good, good, excellent. This is the Mansion Master's study. It's so sparse. Apparently whoever rewrote your book didn't know much about creating pleasant settings. I don't think it's all that bad. Oh? Disc with gears. These gears won't fit the clock. Leave. Writing desk. Examine the secret compartment. You notice the bottom of the drawer has a strange edge. You press lightly on the bottom to discover an impressively large secret compartment underneath. This could fit a whole gear. It could if someone had put one in here. You close the drawer. Should we check out this desk at another time since it had to be here at some point? I hope so. Okay. So we can't do anything there. Okay. Let's see, do I have enough parts to build anything yet? Because that would be helpful. I mean, yeah, that's helpful. I need one more thing of crowbar parts. Extract. Okay. Door to the kitchen. The entrance. We'll do the door to the kitchen.
Maybe got snackies for us. Because who doesn't love a snack?
This cabinet is locked tight. The door won't budge. Okay, well, that's no fun. The fireplace. Papers. We'll take all those. I love how they call this the kitchen, but this is the dining room. His wife is gone. Like, you can see that there is another person that is supposed to be in that portrait. Okay. Do. It's locked. The master didn't want to let anyone out. Okay, the weighty clock rests on the pedestal. Go to 2000. Okay. So again, we try to go to the kitchen. This is a room for entertaining guests. Looks like the master of the house became less social. And his definition of entertainment changed, too. I am concerned of... Do you see the chair setup? Do you see that? Like, that is... I put a person in that chair, tortured, and potentially murdered them. An old dusty parcel is lying on the table, tied tightly with twine. It's locked. The master didn't want anyone to leave. One could say he used a master lock. Oh my god! Think there's something useful in there? Look inside that parcel. Oh, look. A ring and some coins. We can look at this cabinet. Oh, there's something behind the portrait now. I'll take those. Can I move the portrait? Ugh. Like, I'm not crazy. There's obviously, like, a doorway behind here, right? Just someone tell me. Tell me I'm not nuts. the entrance still locked? You open the front door from the outside. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to 1995. Oh, you are, but not about this. Thank you kindly, Vincent. I'll take that as a compliment. How are you today? Ah, crowbar! Give me the crowbar. Now I just need 1 more tools and 2 more pieces of metal. Okay. Don't mind me just crawling into the basement. Use the crowbar to open them. Not standing on ceremony, you pry open the boxes with the crowbar. Ooh, mushrooms, some stale bread. Is that all? Okay. All the best people are a bit nuts. I got facts. Okay, to the basement. I want to make sure that... Okay, go into the storage again. Plain writing desk stands against the wall. There's nothing of interest on the desk or in the drawers, not this time at least. Okay, I need to try to come back here after the fact. So we need to go back out in the hall and switch times. You know what this feels like? So I'm going to be showing my age here. Did anyone ever watch that show Sliders? It was like a 90s show where they went through like time loops and shit. Jumping between these 2 timelines is starting to feel like that show. Okay, so I need to find the freaking key. Wait. I have a plan. Oh. So we're gonna try to brute force this. Okay. I don't know. That show was fun, though. Is this fun? This show is not nearly as fun as it could be. Okay, so that just gets me into here. There wasn't anything that I saw in the kitchen in this time. Okay. Study door. Okay, let's make sure. I need to make a lockpick. But I don't think I have the stuff to make a lockpick. Which means there's something I'm missing in one of these times. Portrait of the house's master before he changed. Is there anything? Yeah, let's check the kitchen. Maybe I can pry the portrait free now that I have the crowbar. Master is clearly not a modest man. Mother trucker. Okay. What do I need for a lockpick? Because obviously the only way forward is if I can get a lockpick. All I remember is that show had Gimli and what would eventually be one of the captains from Star Trek in it. Facts. Need 2 more pieces of metal and some tools. Okay. Since the glassmaker's desk is empty in the past, we should check it out in the present. Okay, but we can't get up there, ya ding dong. Time has not been kind to this staircase. We really should check the 2nd floor. That's where that monster has his study. Got it. So the gears we're missing might be up there. What do we do? I think the easiest way to prevent the staircase from collapsing in the first place, since we can move between pages now. You look into the hole and see the outline of the basement room below. That's what we'll do. So we need to go back here, go to 1995, and then we need to go into the basement and reinforce the staircase. Water pipes. Here's what's ruining the staircase in the future. Looks like there's a water pipe leak. Pipes are indeed leaking badly. The smell of dampness lingers in the air. You examine the small crack in the pipe. You instinctively clench your fists, preparing yourself for the burning pain from your shackles. Gotta use the ink. We just need a little. It's not a huge hole. Place a small drop of your ink on the crack in the pipe. The ink slowly takes on the appearance and properties of metal. Come on, faster. You grit your teeth as the pain from your shackles burns you. I think that's it. The crack's gone. Whew. You exhale and pull up your sleeves and look at your hands. Are you all right? Yeah. It's best not to show what you see to Roderick. You push your sleeve, wet with blood, back into place. We should go check on the staircase in the future. I hope this works. Okay, but, like... Is there anything else in here? Time shenanigans. Hey, look, it worked. The staircase is fixed. Oh, thank God. I really am not made for games like this. Yeah, I've seen so many things you could use to make lockpicks, and they are not what the game says you can make them with. It's a fun premise, though. Right? I'm like, there's pens, there's small metal pieces, like, scattered probably in the kitchen. There are so many things I could use. You should try no time. Small table, crowbar parts, piece of metal, rubble. You see an old chest of drawers under the rubble from the collapsed ceiling. Pry apart the rubble, use the crowbar to pry apart the heavy pieces of the ceiling, and dig out the old, almost intact set of drawers. Open the chest of drawers. Yay. The study door. I was going to say, if it tells me it's locked, I swear to God, I'll punch some people. Okay. The writing desk. This is the master's desk in the mansion. Search the desk. The desk is covered in a thick layer of dust. You look through the old papers and creaking drawers, but don't find anything of interest. Examine the secret compartment. Ah. You really want time shenanigans? Try playing the Journeyman Project, a game where it tells you you're not allowed to take objects from other timelines. However, you require stealing object from other timelines so that you can make it through other parts in other timelines. Make it make sense. If y'all see me with a black eye, you know what happened. No, time allows you to move stuff around in time, but don't cause anomalies. Press lightly on the bottom and discover an impressively large secret compartment underneath. Bingo! One of the gears you're looking for is inside. Too bad there's just the one. Take the gear, put the gear in your pocket. Let's go put it in the clock. And then we'll look for the rest. Also, we have to save that girl's brother, who should be somewhere in the past. So much to do. Yeah, you know where he is? Probably is. Behind the fucking port. A man is standing in the hallway, holding a strange walkie-talkie and flipping various levers on it. Mariah? Come in. Damn it, Mariah! The only sound coming from the walkie-talkie is static. The man taps it angrily as though hitting it will help. Damn, I think you notice the man's police hat. The man suddenly turns around and you see that his face is made of paper. Stop right there! Breathing heavily, measuring you with his eyes. Uh-oh. He raises the walkie-talkie to his face. For the record, during a routine patrol, Sergeant Kiko Breitz encountered an unlicensed bookwalker. To hell with you, he notices that the walkie-talkie still isn't working. How can I help you? State your name at the very least, and remove your disguise. Why the hell aren't you saying anything? Continue. State your name, and I'll note it down as mitigating circumstances. Don't make me use force. My name is James Potter. Yeah, James Potter, I mean. For the record, the unlicensed bookwalker refuses to state his name and is lying to the officer. He is also concealing his face behind a mask. Take that off right now. Maybe it's best if we do what he says? If he finds out who I am, he'll find me in reality, and that'll be the end of me. And you. Keep lying. I don't know what the problem is, officer. I'm a licensed walker, and I'm here by order of my publisher. Oh, yeah? Who's this publisher that sends their employees into books that haven't been pulled from stores? Well, we have a special kind of publisher. Man starts striding towards you, unbuttoning his uniform jacket as he approaches. You raise your fists, preparing to defend yourself. It's too bad Mariah's not here. She really loves beating up thugs like you. For the record, commencing neutralization. The man looks at you angrily. Damn you. Fine. Mariah will deal with you later, thief. The man instantly disappears as though he was never there, but the bruises on your body say otherwise. He is. Damn, this is really bad. I can imagine disobeying the writer's police is one thing, but fighting the police, attacking a police officer plus stealing from a book that is still under license, It's not 30 years, of course, but you could definitely get 5 to 7. So not even close to what you were accused of? What in the world did you do, Etienne? Hold on, you also said you hadn't finished the book when they arrested you. Which means something happened here, in this mansion. And it has something to do with the mansion's master and someone named Amanda. How about we get down to business before that policeman gets here with backup? The COD lobby confidence as he logs off and throws his controller. Right. Okay. Insert a gear. You put the first gear into the clock. You hear the furious cries of the mansion's master coming from the basement. You think that will help you, Etienne? You don't even know what the clock does. How did he know we were... We need to find the other 2 gears, but let's speed things up a little. I feel really uncomfortable in this place. I thought you'd be glad to be back in your... No, I'm not, and this isn't my book anymore. They twisted and destroyed everything they could here. I wish I could burn this whole book to ashes. All right, let's start with the girl's brother. Maybe he knows something, since as far as I can tell, they investigated all this already. We didn't see him in the past. Can you jump even earlier? Yeah. Where are we headed? 1990. Whew, I guess today is our lucky day. So many jumps and we're still in one piece. Maybe it's because you're so skillful? Stop it. Hey, sorry, I'm just trying to lighten things up a little. Thanks for trying. Okay. Let's check the kitchen. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! I told you there was something behind it! Fireplace, one of the master's letters. It's charred and it's addressed to his lover, Amanda. Take all. What's this? There isn't supposed to be a passageway here. I guess the master is building a secret room? The mansion's master wouldn't tear down this wall himself. He's a well-off aristocrat. His servants should be around here somewhere. It's probably their work. I don't see any servants in this time. Looks like the new author took them out of the plot. Do you think they put them in another book? Of course not. No one in their right mind would take a character out of a book. That breaks one of the most serious writer's laws. They probably just got erased. Whoa. We need to search this place in different times since there might be a secret passage here. All right. Yep, we're going back to 1995. Go to another time. 95. This painting caught my eye right away. I figured there must be a hiding place behind it. Why didn't you say something right away? I don't know. Well, we definitely know what's behind the painting. Now, how do I open it? Examine the painting. You look behind and see that it's mounted on vertical runners set into the wall. I I think it slides upwards. Lift the painting. You push gently and the picture slides upwards. A teenage boy is standing in the middle of the room, covering his face with his hands in fright. Hey, let's talk. Don't kill me. We're not associated with your kidnapper. Are you Jonathan? I dislike this game now. Why? Yes, the kid lowers his hands and tries to get a glimpse of you in the light. Well, we kind of are, but not in the way you think. Damn, that's a cool mask. I told everyone we should wear masks for this job too, but they just laughed at me. Your sister asked me to find you. Sister? I don't have a sister. Well, that's what she told us. Hold on, was she a short girl? Samantha? She's still here? No, we helped her get out. It was her idea to rob this mansion. She promised us there was a ton of loot inside. But all we found was rotting walls and that psycho. How many of you were there? 6, but 3 ran away right at the beginning. We saw him kill 1. Oof. Well, I'd say they definitely did some work on your character here. He's not mine anymore now. You can still fix him, right? I'm afraid not. So you're thieves? Not really. We're more like... Well, yeah, we're thieves. Okay, I'm something of a thief too. Whoa, the kid looks at you like he's found his new hero. By the way, have you seen any gears, big ones around here? Gears? No. Are they valuable? Not really. If you check the desk with the secret compartment in the storage room already, then check the master's study, I think he hid something in both places. We actually already found a gear in the master's study, but nothing in the storage room. He's got this crazy thing set up with a double false bottom. Did you get it open? A double false bottom? Yeah, first you open the false bottom, and then there should be another one under that. My God, we went through all that just for... All right, time to go back and check out this double false bottom, and quickly you untie the kid. Thanks. He gets up off of the floor and, glancing around, leaves the room. We'll take all those. Yep, we'll take that too. Familiar dark blue police uniform appears in your peripheral vision. However, the woman in the uniform seems completely calm and collected. I'm Sergeant Mariah Glowitz, the woman says casually, tapping the badge on her chest. You're under arrest on suspicion of plagiarism and attacking a police officer. She pulls on dark leather gloves. I advise you to stop resisting and come with me. And if I don't, then I will have no choice but to use force. She balls her hands into fists and grins slightly. Well, in that case, I apologize for making you use force. You roll out your shoulder, limbering up. Okay, strong hit, we'll use a shield. Strong hit. Can we use stun again? No. We'll use a shield again. Good Lord. Yeah, no, you don't get to do that. I love that you disabled the thing I wasn't going to use. Mariah is breathing heavily. She's leaning to the side, but manages to somehow keep her balance. This isn't over, thief. The whole police force will come looking for you. Before you can blink, Mariah Glowitz disappears from the book. Are you all right? I've been better. You straighten the crumpled papers on your face. Pick the lock. Dusting off your hands, all set. Look inside. Empty bottle in the ring. Let's see. Do 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 do. Storage door. Nope, storage door. The writing desk. Against the wall. There's nothing of interest on the desk of drawers, not in this time at least. Search the desk. You quickly find what used to be a hiding place. The false bottom is sideways inside the drawer. It's empty. We should check in the past. Okay. Go to another time. 1990. Ooh, I can search barrels now. Barrels, they smell like wine. Door to the hallway. Take all. Barrel. A barrel, the lid tied firmly shut with rope attracts your attention. Cut the rope. Look inside. Heck yeah. Give me more healing items. Okay, it's locked from the inside. So... has to be another way to get into that storage. I'm going to guess through the basement. Oh, can I get through the front door? It's locked. The master didn't want to let anyone out. Okay. Nope. It's locked and won't open without a key. Watch the man hit the door of the cage over and over with his bare hands. Each blow injures his hands, but the wounds quickly heal themselves. He didn't have powers like that before. It's the clock. Remember what the inscription said about how it's connected to its master? While the clock is stopped, nothing can hurt its master. Well, either that, or he was born with inhuman regenerative abilities. The man glances briefly at you. Soon, Etienne. This door isn't as sturdy as you might think. Soon we'll have a nice little chat, face to face. You'll pay for everything you've done to me. For Amanda. And for abandoning me here. Okay. Is there... Is there anything... Let's see. Door to the kitchen. Examine the painting. Move the painting. Move the painting. But you manage to pull it towards you and move it to the side. Whoop. Dried up plant, plant. 2 pieces of metal. Okay. Well, that didn't help. Okay, let's... Door to the hallway. You know it's not in his study. Let's talk. So now what? The kid said there's a secret compartment with a double false bottom in the left wing storage room. We should search it in different times. Go to another time. Can you jump it? Look down through the hole at a dried up thorn bush. How would it look like something to put over the hole? Like planks. You know where there's planks? I'm pretty sure there's planks in the kitchen where they're working on the secret room. Take all. Huh. Fix the balcony. I hope it holds. Thank God for that. Plain writing desk stands against the wall. There's no way it's not important since it was behind bars. Examine the desk. You open the only drawer, but it's empty. So if we assume the author rewriting someone else's book isn't particularly intelligent, then it's obvious. You push on the bottom of the drawer and open a secret compartment underneath. Another false bottom. Your thought process is good, but it's still empty. Feel around inside the drawer just in case, but you don't find anything. Am I missing something? Do I need to check another time again? Maybe we should search the other rooms. We haven't checked them all yet. Okay. Examine the desk more closely. Remember what the kid said about a double false bottom? I guess the new author is more clever than I thought. I mean, to come up with a double false bottom really takes a higher level of thinking. You open the second false bottom of the drawer and take another gear out of the compartment. One less gear to find. Time to go back to the clock. There's a key sticking out of the door. I don't think we should take that. It might can't come in handy in another time. Yes, we're taking that. I can get into it in the, like, I guess the present day? I don't know. Insert a gear. We should go to the latest time we can get to put gears in. What if something happens to the clock over the course of the years? Okay, go to another time. Go to 2000. Insert a gear. You put the second gear into the clock. Now we just need to find the third one and the clock should start working again. Etienne, you asked about Amanda? The wife of that maniac in the basement? But there's some things I was able to figure out using my powers of deduction. So you created Amanda and her husband and the cute little story of their cozy backwoods mansion. And then you and Amanda started to get, well, close. What gives you that idea? And back when we were in the car, you told me you always try to make your characters realistic and well-developed. And my guess is that Amanda turned out exactly that way. Your powers of deduction or whatever you said are pretty good. But then you took Amanda somewhere. And that's the part I don't understand yet. Where could you have taken her? There's no trace of her in the book. Wait, you didn't. You took her out of the book? I get it. The things you do for love. But, Etienne, you do realize you're not just messing with writer's law, but with more serious laws, human laws. I'm paying the price for that now. You raise your shackled wrists. In any case, we both knew what we were up against and what would happen to us. So that's what they arrested you for. 30 years for what you did? Broke one of the most serious writer's laws, extracted a character who then turned into a real, living human. Where's Amanda now? Do you live with her? In the end, we broke up. Despite everything you went through? Indeed. So getting back your ability to write is probably the one thing in my life that I can at least try to fix. Smiling weakly. Man, poor Etienne. So that's why you agreed to take on these jobs. Bam! Ah, fuck. I guess the double false bottom is a reference to Death Note, where Light had a false bottom in his drawer to hide his diary, and then another false bottom where the actual Death Note would be. That wouldn't surprise me, that would be a reference to that. Lose something, Etienne? The mansion's master is holding the final gear. Damn it. So where's Amanda? The man is trying incredibly hard to stay calm, his head tilted slightly to the right. Where is my wife? The man pauses for a second, tilting his head to the left. I can't be forgetting her. I can't. He starts rubbing his temples furiously. We don't need to bring up Amanda. Just let me try and help you. Let me try and rewrite you the way you were before. Are you sure? What about your shackles? Damn, you're right. The man continues to rub his temples, his eyes unfocused. I remember her, with you. And now I can't find her anywhere. He looks at you, his head slowly tilting to the right again. At the same time, his minor attack of confusion passes, and his anger rises up in his place. Bring her back! I can't. You stole Amanda from me and left me here alone. Then someone else came. He did something to me. I didn't want to kill anyone. This is a different part. His head tilts to the left again. You notice his clothes are stained with fresh blood. Wait, why do you have that girl? Did he get to her? Gritting his teeth, clenching his teeth. Damn thugs. I'll never forgive them for what they did to you. You're supposed to be... Bang! The blow hits you in the chest. Ugh. Etienne? The man tucks the gear away inside his shirt, then he starts cracking his knuckles. Let me try. Maybe I can rewrite at least something in you. Oh, don't worry. Now he loosens his shoulders. I don't need help. I certainly enjoy my newfound powers. He clenches his fists tightly. Oh, I should have healed. Fuck. Is that all you've got, you bastard? The man's injuries start healing before your very eyes. At the same time, you hear the gears in the clock make a clanking sound. It's as though they're trying to start working but can't because the last gear is missing. What the? Remember what I said about the inscription on the clock? And how it's connected to its master? I figured that out. While the clock is stopped, nothing can hurt its master. You spot the last gear lying on the floor between you and the reanimated monster. It seems to have fallen out of his shirt while you were fighting. You raise your eyes to the man, and he looks back at you with a venomous smirk. Just try. You charge forward, but the instant your hand touches the gear, the man grabs you, and you soon find yourself in a tight chokehold. No luck? Whispering with effort. Headbutt him. Thrust your head backwards. The man recoils for a second, which is enough time for you to free yourself from his grip. With one swift movement, you grab the gear from the floor. Damn it! In an instant, you're standing by the clock. Examine the clock first. You look down and aim the gear carefully, and then you hear the sound of a fist flying towards you. The very last second, you settle the gear into the clock, and it immediately starts to wind up. No! The man grabs at the empty air in a final attempt to stop you. Etienne! He grabs his head as a shudder passes through his body. He begins to age rapidly, and the injuries from his previous fights, not only the one against you, start reappearing all over him. No! He swings his arms helplessly, then starts dissolving into dust. You watch it all happen silently until there's nothing left of the monster except a pile of ashes. My God. But now what? Nothing. Walk up to the character's ashes, digging around until you find a small, crumpled piece of paper. You quickly rip it in two. You just have had enough. You pick up the clock and get ready to jump out of the book. We can talk about this, Etienne, if you want to talk. Oh God, the gears even have crazed faces on them. Ugh. That wasn't disturbing at all. No, never. You think there's a second false bottom in that suitcase? I mean, you never know. Did you get the item? Just 3 dots. Shove it. can't keep this up anymore. Two minutes later. What the? Hello? There's an urgent job. I'm not... No, you're taking it. I think I've had enough. I don't want to do this anymore. Silence. Etienne, it's your last job. You knew what that book was. And you specifically sent me to steal from it? I'm just the middleman, Etienne. I don't pick the jobs. I don't care. You can take your job and go to hell. Calm down and listen to me. Finishing these jobs is your only chance of getting your abilities back. I know you want this. You can't work off this sentence. 30 years is just an impossible amount. Your publisher betrayed you. Your lover left you. It's time to take back what you're owed. How do you, Etienne? You're only a single step away from freedom. Fine. Excellent, excellent. The order is at your door. Hangs up. Also, can we talk about all the typos in this game that's about writing and books and grammar and people haven't done their jobs to get it right? Ah! Okay, sorry, I had to get that out of my system. I would really, really love to talk to the creators of this game and be like, I can fix it for you. I promise. Just let me mess with the files. Just gimme. Sand. Okay. Contractor agrees to infiltrate Heart of Sand by Samantha Murray and extract an item, the weather controller. The client agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon fulfillment of this contract. Excerpt from a book review. And so I was expecting a significant emphasis on classism, on the difference between the lives of people in the upper district and the train-dwelling nomads. However, in writing the upper district as a sort of retirement home rather than an upper class sector, the author avoids these themes, which I found immensely disappointing. Okay, I would find that fascinating. I would be interested in a book like that. Okay, so we got a little thing. Obviously, there's going to be nothing new here, but... Ooh, heal on use, please. Please. Okay. Supposedly this is the last thing that we have to do for this contract. I love the book page wormhole thing. It's so cool. You decided to keep working? Seems I don't have a choice, you shrugged tiredly. After everything that happened, how did they manage to convince you? Or has another month passed since I last saw you? They spent a whole month convincing you? Not quite that long. You literally had to erase your own character. I'll write a new one. Ah, yes. I forgot about your feelings towards characters. I don't have any feelings towards characters. Just because Amanda left you doesn't mean that all characters are now bad. She has nothing to do with it. really thought about giving it all up. But the client is right. I need to finish my last job. Even if what we're doing makes me feel sick. If they get rid of my shackles, I can write my own book. Putting this all behind me. Just help me finish this one last time. What are we looking for? A weather controller. A device that can control the weather? Seems so. It would certainly come in handy here. You look around. The air feels like it's at least 100 degrees, if not 120. Okay, let's get to it. A small light is blinking on the radio panel next to a worn-out accept call button. Push the button. You hear static over the radio. Lindef Jr. speaking. I'm taking over for the senior meteorologist too soon, unfortunately. The voice belongs to a very young man, but sounds confident, as though he's been giving commands over the radio his whole life. Is anybody between lines 10 and 40? Is that us? Who knows? Is that us? I think we're in range, maybe? You're breaking up. What's your number? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, that doesn't answer anything. $26. 26 was destroyed by a firestorm last year. Are you sure that's the right number? 17. Are you sure? 17 is here right now at the station in town. Notice a steel plate with the number 42 is next to the speaker. 42. Got it. Pete Jenkins, correct? I don't think Pete will be making radio contact anytime soon. Is his body nearby? There's a skeleton in the chair. Writing something down. Thanks. I've noted that in the log. Must have been the dry storm last week that got him. He sighs faintly. What kind of storm did you say? Congratulations, you're the new operator of 42. So I'm obliged to inform you that there's a death storm forecast between lines 10 and 40, so you should head towards town. You can take shelter here. A death storm? You may not be able to see it from your position yet, but it's showing up on my instruments already. What'll happen if we get caught in it? Are you not from around here? Are there no storms in your zone? You could say that. I'm not from around here. Writing something down. If you get caught in this death storm, you die. What other kind of storms are there? Death storms are quite rare in your area. You're more likely to see a fear storm or madness storm there. Great. But there are joy storms too, although they most often happen in town. Alright, I'll try to get the train moving. Good luck. Take all. Tag on the coat says Pete Jenkins. Train car door. Walk away. Okay. Oh no. What do you see? There's an oil bug inside. It ate everything. Something skitters around inside the tank. Ew, can we skip the bugs? Is there no way we can get to town without the train? What, are you afraid of bugs? Knock harder on the tank. Suddenly an oil-eating bug jumps out of the tank. Bug's 3 sets of legs scrabble at your hands. It's definitely displeased. Ew, drop it. I might need it. You put the bug in the most secure pocket of your jacket. I doubt you'll actually need it, but you're enjoying Roderick's reaction. The tank is empty of both oil and bugs. Add oil from the canister. The tank is small, and the canister fills it almost to the brim. It's definitely enough to get you to town. Oh, it's a list of names. There's a long list of names scratched into the wall, each one in different handwriting, a sharp nail hung by a chain nearby. Looks like this is the list of the train's previous operators. There's dozens here. We're probably just in a dangerous place. Look at the end of the list. The last one is Ronald Miles? What about our dearly departed Pete Jenkins? He probably didn't even have time to add his name. Add the dead train operator's name. Poor guy deserves this, at least. Well, probably. We didn't know him after all. Take the nail from the chain and scrap Pete Jenkins' name into the wall. Not bad. What about yours? You're the operator now. And do you want people to forget about you too? I'd rather not. Signing my name in someone else's book doesn't sound like the best idea. If you say so. Okay. Examine the old photo. It's a photo of a woman with her blonde hair and a ponytail. It could be the former operator's daughter or maybe his wife. Start the train. I think it's running. Great. Get away from the Death Storm. The Death Storm is approaching. Hurry. Anyone out past 10 miles. Train 42, what's the problem? You're barely moving. He's right. We got the train started, but it's barely moving. We'll figure it out. Looking at the fuel panel, all indicators seem normal except one. Cylinder 3 pressure. Open the top of it. There's a greasy note on the other side. Read the note. Reading, whoever gets this train next, I hope it's not you, Pete, you moron. Heh. The pressure in cylinder 3 has some stability issues. Sorry about that. Actually, no, I'm not going to apologize. By the time you're reading this, I won't care anymore. Deal with it yourself. Just kidding. By hitting the panel, that usually works for me. Good luck with the train. Hit the panel lightly. Something inside clangs. Something cracks. Train starts slowly picking up speed. Well, that wasn't so hard. You pick up the radio. Great work, 42. I can see you're picking up speed. The weather has been all sorts of crazy lately, even here in town. Yesterday, a sorrow storm almost slammed us, and we haven't had one of those in 100 years. Do the storms usually miss the town? Of course, only the joy storms make it here. The rest usually pass us by. Like someone's controlling them, right? You can almost feel Roderick winking at you. What could affect the weather like that? I don't know. This all started after our senior meteorologist died. Come on, ask him about the weather controller already. It's obviously in town. Have you ever heard of a weather controller? A what? It's a device that controls the weather. Silence. Is that a joke? I don't think he knows anything. Yeah, I guess the senior meteorologist had a controller and everything started getting messy after he died. We should ask around about him in town. If only we had something like that. My God, he keeps laughing. We'd certainly be well off. All right, I see you're pulling in now. Good luck in town. Until next time, jokester. Nope, can't do that. have the stuff to build anything? Nope. Alrighty. A guard is trying unsuccessfully to open the door of the train. He notices you. Hi there! He glances briefly at your face, but apparently decides to not ask about it. It's me, the howdy man. Howdy, Mr. Midwest game guy. How you doing? You guys should give Mr. Midwest game guy some love. This guy here is causing a little traffic jam at the gate. Poor man got caught in a fear storm on his way here. I'm not getting anywhere with him, but I have to make sure everyone is in town before the storm comes. Can we leave the train here and go into town? Leave the train? Are you out of your mind, my guy? I don't think that's acceptable here. I'll try and talk to him. Go ahead and try, but be gentle. It's not the poor guy's fault what happened. Good to see y'all. I'm good, thanks. Off work in 40 minutes. Heck yeah! Ah, and one follower away from 250? I hope someone can grant you that follow then, my good sir. We'll see. Hey, friend, you there? Yes? Calm down now. I'm from Train 42. Jenkins? Is that you? I'm his friend. He didn't have any friends. I'm his brother. Stop lying. You killed him. I know the truth. What have you done with Jenkins? I don't think there's a peaceful way out of this situation. Force the door open. You lean your whole body into the door. You hear the mechanism inside start grinding against each other. Just a little more. Come on, push. Clunk. I think the lock's open. The door easily slides to the side. A thin man is sitting in the corner of the locomotive, arms covering his head. Let the guard deal with him. You step away from the door and motion to the guard. Hey, Max. How you doing? Come with me. Easy now. After a few minutes, he leads the man out of the locomotive, and they disappear behind the town gate. Good thing that guy didn't see your face. The guard comes back. He looks pleased. Hey, thanks for the help. I took Max to the infirmary. They'll look after him. Will he be okay? Probably not. People can't usually go back to normal life after a fear storm. They won't transfer his train yet, but stay in town if you can. You may be able to pick up some of his stuff when they sell it off. Well then, I'll move his train along, and then yours after. In the meantime, go up to customs and get your paperwork straight. Okay? Check the gauges. You see a bunch of gauges, most of which aren't moving. Check the fuel gauge. Fuel pressure looks good working now. Good work. Check the cooling. Cooling system is operational. Check oil. Oil tank is full now. Good work. Go back to the control panel. Start the train. Right. Da 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 da. Let's go see. Door to customs. Inspector is sitting in the cold, dark office. I think he yelled at him. He may have had to. I feel like that's what they're saying they basically have to do with anyone caught in a fear storm. He looks up at you and in a bored voice says, train number 42. Inspector digs through some papers. Are you Ronald Miles? No. Did you find the body of Ronald Miles? No, I found the body of Pete Jenkins. So after Miles, it was transferred to Jenkins, he writes in his notebook. And now the inspector looks up at you. My name is Bob. Yeah, just Bob? Bob Bobson. I'll write that down. And wearing a shabby coat with a strange rusty cage hanging around his neck. It's not shabby. His face, he looks at you and then looks up and down, is apparently disfigured. Oh, you aren't too good looking yourself. Inspector doesn't react. Here's your ticket. He hands you an old yellow ticket, which looks like it's been passed around for years. 1 standard town visit, 2 hours. Only 2 hours? You must sell all possessions belonging to the train's former operator before you leave town. Make that your top priority. I thought they were mine now. Inspector looks at you silently, trying to understand whether you're joking or you really don't know how things work around here. Train is yours, the possessions are the people's. What happens if I can't sell them in 2 hours? The items will go to the people. Okay? Thanks. Go on through. He opens the turnstile. Okay, what's on the table? Yep, we're gonna take that. Let's talk to the inspector. A young woman is talking to one of the travelers who passes her a strange, half-empty bag. Extend my time by 1 hour, please. He hands over the bag and quickly turns away. Hold on. The man freezes, tilting his head. Just who do you take me for? There's not even enough sand here for 15 minutes. She shakes a small pile of red sand out into the palm of her hand. Are you up to your old tricks again? Do I need to call the guard? No, please. 15 minutes is fine. Just let me catch my breath and I'll be on my way. The man slowly retreats. He looks extremely tired. The woman turns to an empty hourglass in one of the niches on the wall. Damn beggars. She pours the sand from her hand into the hourglass. Then she picks up her radio and you hear a crackling sound coming from speakers echoing all over town. This is Paters. Train 124, 15-minute extension. She puts the radio back on her belt, then reaches out a hand to you without looking. Give her your ticket. Okay, yellow. Takes out a new hourglass and pours in enough red sand to reach the second mark on the side. Then she puts it in one of the empty niches on the wall. 2 hours starting now. Good luck in town. Thanks. See ya. Inspector is standing by the train. His assistant is inside rummaging through possessions. Oh, you again. The man encountered at the town gate recognizes you. Is everything okay? This is that guy's train. What was his name? Max, I think. Max, is he doing better? We can sell this, you hear from inside the train. I'd say there's enough to live on here. We'll split it up, I think. Max is resting right now, and we're keeping an eye on his stuff. You look over his shoulder into the train car. Don't look in there. You know what? He hesitates for a moment, then reaches into his pocket and takes out a bag of sand. Take this. You're a good guy. You helped Max. Let us take care of things here. I'll take the bag. Now, get out of here. Don't interfere. The inspector turns around and loses interest in you. This merchant is desperately trying to get your attention. His smile reminds you of late-stage insanity. Hey, man. Hey, come over here. You got any sand? No, I'm looking to earn some myself. Oh, well, I can't help you with that. I've been selling my heart out, but I still don't have enough sand to fix my train. Look at the melon seller's train. There are a lot of things in this world you would call run down, but everything you've seen up until now is sparkling clean compared to this train. And my time's running out. I have half an hour left in town. All because of those damn guards. They gave me a penalty, those dogs. What am I supposed to do? My wheel is busted. You notice the train's front wheel is sitting at a 45-degree angle. He doesn't need to worry. With a wheel like that, there's no getting that train out of here in any case. I should get going. Let's see. Woman doing laundry. Middle-aged woman is resting on the stoop of her train. A basin of laundry, children's clothes, sits at her feet. She stares at your train for a moment. She sighs, then leans against the train door, which buckles slightly under her weight. So you're from train 42, huh? She grabs a cigarette and takes a drag. Did you know the previous operator? Jenkins? Yeah, he was my husband. She gets up heavily and starts hanging the laundry as if nothing had happened. I'm sorry. Are your hands clean? Take off your dusty gloves. Pass me the clothes. She nods at the basin and the diapers inside. Her nod sends ash flying from her cigarette onto a pair of men's pants hanging on the line. Let's see. Hand her a sheet from the basin. Shakes out the sheet and throws it over the line. What's your business in town? Got stuff to sell? She blows her cigarette smoke upwards to keep it off the sheet. Silently hand her a second sheet. The woman ashes her cigarette, and you see her glance quickly at you as she takes a sheet. Aw, Stoic, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, geez, Stoic. So, Jenkins' possessions. Do you need me to? Pass her a bunch of socks. You pile a few socks from the basin together and give them to the woman. But the woman doesn't turn around to take them from you. She stands with her back to you, not speaking. Who says you don't treat Shumi right? No one, but if they did. Pro Stoic is a damn legend. They'd be wrong. Stoic is a dang legend. He is absolutely wonderful people and a sweetheart. I really am sorry. When I found him, there was already nothing I could do. She nods weakly a few times. Turning halfway around, she passes you a cigarette. She's already has a fresh one in her mouth and lit. Take the cigarette. You sit on her train stoop. I found a journal on his train. I guess it belongs to you now. Customs won't let me give it to you, but I'll figure something out. She smiles. A journal? Jenkins didn't know how to write. He probably robbed or killed someone. Those aren't his things. These thoughts seem to have put her in a better mood. As she finishes her cigarette, she packs up and heads inside her train. A child's joyful laughter greets her. The greenery on this train's roof is quite striking. By local standards, you're looking at a very well-kept train. Talk to the train's operator. Hello, do you... The woman sharply puts a finger to her lips. You manage to get a look at her face. She's incredibly beautiful, even with the deep shadows under her eyes. Examine the train in silence. Looks like the train has been washed recently. The metal and glass are gleaming, and a thin layer of newly settled dust just looks like an elegant decoration. Green stems sway on the roof. You see kalanchoe, haworthia, and tons of other plants that you don't recognize. I'm sorry, did you need something? I wanted to ask, do you know how I can get into the upper district? I heard the meteorologist lives there. You can only get in once you retire, and I think you still have a while before that happens. I do too. How do I get in there now? Today. The woman shrugs silently and looks towards the way out of town. Running your eyes over the locomotive, you notice an old trailer with dried up branches sticking out of the leaky roof. Ask the woman about the trailer. Aren't you afraid your old trailer might fall right off? The woman continues to look towards the way out. Yeah, the trailer is quite old. If it falls off, it falls off. The corners of the woman's mouth turn up and she shakes her head. Ask her what she does. What do you do? It's as though the woman doesn't hear your question. She just stares silently, watching. Just when you think she's not going to answer, she starts to speak. I'm making it through life, day by day. I meant the plants. Oh, the plants? I used to enjoy nurturing life. The woman looks at the old trailer and stiffens for a split second. You see all the muscles on her face tense, but in an instant, the illusion passes. Ask what's in the trailer. What's inside? Things. Old things. Ancient things. Toys. Why are you carrying them around? I thought it was better to travel light in the desert. I don't know. I'd rather keep them with me. The woman frowns but doesn't tell you to leave. Yet. Oh God, Raven. You okay? You doing all right? We're going to ask about the meteorologist. Do you know anything about the meteorologist? He tells us when storms are coming. Is that it? Do you know anything else? The woman turns her head to look you straight in the eye. You can't read her expression. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks. You turn to leave, but suddenly feel something crawling across your neck. Wow, an oil eater! It seems that the oil plug in your pocket is finally trying to escape. Flick it off. You put your hand over your neck. Stop. Huh? Leave it with me. Okay. She walks over and opens the door of her train and picks something up, then returns to you. Here. She's holding 2 old, dusty bags of sand in her open hand. 2 bags for this gross little bug? Is she insane? Won't hear me complaining. We give her the bug. You carefully remove the bug from your neck and pass it to the woman. She gives you the 2 bags of sand. Thanks. The woman nods gently to you and then turns her attention to the bug. Get out of here, outsider. Okay. Let's go talk to this animated old man. An old man is waving at you so furiously that it seems like his hand might fall off any second. Walk over to him. No, get out of here. What do you mean? You were calling me over. So, go on, get. Up close, I can see you only have 30 minutes worth of sand. The old man waves his fist angrily. He doesn't look particularly dangerous, but he probably knows a few dirty tricks. Start rolling up your sleeves. Hey, how about we do this another time? Fine. I'm gonna talk to the surly woman. The woman silently waves you away. Angry man? Gonna talk to an angry man? Oh, thank you for the head pats. Open suitcases are strewn around the train. A man is washing something in a metal basin full of dark red water. Cold, dry weather this morning dried up my nostrils. This mental image rules. Thank you. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Okay. Open suitcases are strewn around the train car. A man is washing something in a metal basin full of dark red water. He's washing so intently that you can hear the fabric ripping. He has an impressively large fang from some unknown animal hanging around his neck. He stops washing and shoots you a mean look. Cage around your neck, is that some kind of new trend? You hear clear dislike in this man's voice. Let's just keep going. We don't need any more problems. Is he washing out blood? Who cares? We're just passing by. Keep going. Keep going. Maybe I should tell... Hey! Suddenly you feel a powerful yank down near your neck. You look down to see the man's wet hand grabbing Roderick's cage. I had a trendy friend once, always bragging about his sand bear fang. Damn it! You grab the cage too and pull it towards you. But I taught him some manners. 1 punch, 2. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes and keeps trying to pull the cage towards himself. The cage hinges start making an unpleasant crunching sound, or is that your neck? Try and knock him off his feet. The man easily dodges your attack and pushes you away from him. It appears a real fight is about to start. Drain 500 ink from enemies. Woo! The man flies into the basin, which turns over with a crash, splashing its contents onto the ground. What a sick bastard. Are you okay, Etienne? Next time you're going in my pocket, or even better, walking on your own 2 feet. Breathing hard, you carefully touch your neck. The string left an impressive welt on the back. I know it's none of our business, but we can't just let that psycho roam free. Call the guards. It's a bad idea. More attention from the guards is the last thing we need right now, don't you think? Look for rope. You look at the suitcases on the ground and notice a photograph. 2 smiling men are standing in front of a locomotive. One of them, your attacker, has his arm around the other, looks pale and tired. His shoulder is bandaged, and he has a fang pendant around his neck. You toss the photograph aside. Oh, there's some rope. Tie the brawler up. What are you doing? What's going on? He suddenly comes to and tries to stand up. The anger is gone from his voice, and now he sounds scared. Nothing's going on. Everything already happened. The man spots the photo on the ground, then his eyes move to the bloody clothes nearby. Suddenly, his face changes. Henry? Oh, no. Did I do this? He falls to his knees. And for what? He looks at the 2 bags of sand on the ground, which fell out of his pocket during the fight. Get these away from me. I can't look at them. Take the bags. Pick up the bags of sand. The man falls to the ground and starts crying. Let's go. We should leave him be. Oh, well, isn't this a fancy-looking train? It's a bookseller! Sound that reaches your ears seems impossible in this desert world. Rustling pages. Hundreds of pages. The table next to the woman's train is full of books with well-worn covers. Each one looks like it was taken out of an antique bookshelf. Hello, the young bookseller waves to you. Hi. Are you new to these parts? I've never seen you before. Her attentive but slightly unfocused gaze slides over you. Your paper face doesn't seem to bother her. Yeah, I'm new. Do you know everyone here? No, of course not. It's just that generally the same people bring their trains to the same station every time. Were you looking to choose a book? Show her Jenkins' journal. I have something that might interest you. The bookseller tries to look uninterested, but you see her fingers trembling as you hand her Jenkins' journal. Notes? Interesting. Yes, very interesting. Are these someone's memoirs? Wow, this is an absolute treasure trove. Have you read it? I thought it was just an old train driver's journal. Let me read some of it to you. Don't bother, I just want to sell it. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? You look appraisingly at the bookseller. She's definitely hooked. Time to collect some sand for your work. 5 bags of sand. 5. Oof, I'd be glad to give you 5 bags of sand, but then I'd have to leave town right now, and I still have so many books to sell. Would you lower your price? 2 bags of sand. Well, I wasn't planning on spending so much, of course, but that's a fair price. The bookseller disappears into her train, then returns with 2 bags of sand. They have yellow letters in a language you don't know embroidered on them. This is for good luck. Yeah, thanks. You should have found out what it was in that journal. It might have helped us understand this world better. I thought you could help me with that. Haven't heard much useful advice from you recently, by the way. Okay, I can't talk to that guy. Let's talk to the irritated man. Why is he so irritated? Not buying anything. Leave. Oh, okay. No. Prospector. Hey, are you a digger? A what? A digger. My hearing is fine. I'm asking what that means. The man looks at you without blinking for 10 seconds or so. You're attracting suspicion again with your unnecessary questions. I'm not a local. I'm not from here. You gesture to the town. The man continues to look at you without blinking. This is the only town on our continent, possibly on the whole damn planet. Where the hell are you from then, if not from here? I left for a long time and now I'm back, but I don't remember anything. A digger is someone who digs up buildings in the desert. Do you know what the desert is, or is there no desert where you come from either? Right, digger. They just called them something different back in my day. Yeah, I'm a digger. I was one of the best way back when. Find that hard to believe. Need work tomorrow? I want to dig up a building on Malta Street, but I can't do it myself. Of course, what's our plan? I started digging from the top. I got from the 20th to the 7th floor, but the lower floors are hard work. The sand's packed tight and it's a pickaxe job. Want to round up a few more people, then we'll move out at sunrise. Is there anything special there in that building? The man peers closely at you. It seems he's not sure you can be trusted. There was a gun store on the first floor of the building. The work is all that should concern you. I'll pay you, and what's in the building is none of your business. You in or no? I'll think about it. Think then. He throws a cigarette on the ground and turns away from you. Is he going to start a riot in town when he gets his hands on weapons? No, he gets caught in the firestorm out on the road tomorrow. I should get going. Okay, we can't talk to her. Can't talk to them, so we'll go into the junkyard and see what the junkyard is like. Okay. Search the trash can. Take all. You see a tall woman digging around in a pile of scrap metal. She picks up something that looks like an old computer case and then rakes out the microchips and wires as if they were parasites on a ripe piece of fruit. She tosses the cleaned out computer into a pile to your left. Did you want something? Then she picks up a new one, not paying any particular attention to you. How do I get into the upper district? I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Do you know anything that might help? I don't know anything. What's that pipe over there on the wall? Where does it go? It's a secret. She gives you a quick glance, then continues ripping apart the computers. I'm great at keeping secrets. So am I. She looks you in the eyes for a moment longer than is comfortable. That's what we're looking for. We can crawl through and go straight to the upper district. There's a passage there. Now we just have to figure out what to do about this sewer guardian. Do you need any help? She looks at the pile of scrap metal she still has to go through. For money, actually. For sand. The woman smiles. I'm getting paid pretty well for this. I don't want to share my earnings with anyone else. Who's paying you? Do they have more work? But maybe something a little less dusty? I'm not sure. Stand up straight, puff out your chest. I don't think they'll have any use for you, but you can go ask Mr. Nariano himself. He lives in the middle of the square. Nariano. Got it, thanks. She responds with a sour smile. Got a lot of computers here. Yup. She's concentrating hard on her work. Where'd they come from? She gives you a quick glance. Jenkins brought them in a week ago. He dug up a whole warehouse full of electronics. Oh. Was Jenkins a nice guy? Was? Oops. Oh. Did I say was? I meant to say I heard he's a nice guy. No idea where you might have heard that. Definitely not in town. He's a real jerk. I hope he dies. Damn. Okay. So... time rains out like sand through your fingers in this town. Literally. Finally. Man's sleeve bears the letter CS next to an hourglass symbol. And you keep looking at the letters CS, trying to think of what it might stand for. Customs Service. From the Customs Service. I just finished going over your stuff in here. You need to sell everything that belonged to Jenkins before your time in town is up. Anything you don't sell will be confiscated when you leave. Yeah, they warned me already. And that, he points at Roderick's cage, that's mine. Can I see the tag? He leans closer. Why would I put a tag on my own things? An item with no tag belongs to no one. If it belongs to no one, then it's not yours either. Sell it. He writes something in his notebook. What the hell? I'm not selling my friend. He reaches for a radio on his belt, then looks at you questioningly. Oh, Lord. Cool it. Let's try it and solve this peacefully. Fine. No problem. I'll sell. He nods and takes his hand off the radio. Custom officer tosses a folded up trading tent at your feet. Have you done this before? No. Unfolding the tent signals that you're selling goods. People will come and buy from you, and you make what profit you can. Hand in half the sand at the entrance. He points to the woman checking tickets. Do what you want with the rest. Good luck. He walks away. Trading tent is ready. Time to sell off Jenkins' junk? Yup. You brush sand off the tent and notice passersby starting to look over more frequently. What do we have to sell? Everything left in the bag. Some weird gas cylinders. Empty. Just put them on the counter anyway. You keep rooting around in the bag. Some rags and a cup. I doubt I'll even get one bag of sand for this stuff. Bruh, fuck this society. I see the wake up button. I'm just like, Felicity, wake up. I don't like this. Felicity, wake up. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Oh, something else. Some kind of map? Hey, I bet we can do something with that. You notice a customer approaching. Listen carefully and remember this. Man is quite clean-cut, probably from the upper district. Are you listening? Say that this map leads to something important, to treasure or whatever. What are you selling? The old man looks at the canisters, interested. Say anything, just push the map. Something special. Some might even call it a real treasure. The old man doesn't react. He probably hears the same story every day. Hope you don't mean these helium cylinders. He points at the cylinders on your counter. They're empty, by the way. Show him part of the map. Continue. What more can I say? 10 bags of sand and the map is yours. I can't just pour out 10 bags for a map that leads to who knows where. Leads to treasure. Which treasure exactly? You tap on Roderick's cage. I'm thinking. A map to water, to a pile of sand, to a pile of food, shelter? It's mapped to a water source. The old man takes a flask of water from his belt and silently takes a drink. What's that you say? He wipes his mouth on his sleeve. Oh, right. I think I read that they give out water for free in the upper district. That's my fault. It's mapped to shelter. You know about the shelter, too? He ever so slightly looks around. Huh? There's a lot I know. You try to sound convincing. 10 bags, you say? I'll give you 5, but if the shelter isn't there, I'll come back and give you 5 more. 5. Wax. Right to your head. With this, he shows you a small club on his belt. It's a deal. Great, we have some sand already. I'm gonna get beat up by a random character in this. I already feel it. Dude, they can't even clear out his skeleton. I don't wanna continue on. Like, that's just weird. Two guards are sitting at the gate playing with a strange game with stones. The guard on the left pretends not to notice you. The guard on the right isn't as good as feigning indifference. Just call him Nurgle, the manic lich, and think of me every time you look at him. You see him casting quick glances at you. What do you want? What are you guarding? The men look at you, not speaking. Did you get blown in here by an idiot storm, pal? Guard on the right grunks. Don't bother us. Okay. Well. The woman looks at you unkindly. Got off to a bad start last time, but do you think you could answer... Sand! Do you have any sand? No, I'm just trying to find out. Then keep walking, idiot. Trying to waste my time. Okay, well... What should I do next? We have the 10 bags of sand. Now let's bring them to Nariano. Okay, but where is Nariano? I'm not buying anything. Leave. That's the prospector. Someone hid a buried safe under a wooden pallet. The safe door is locked. Walk away. Get out of here, outsider. Okay. Where do I find this dude? Nope, she's not gonna help me at all. Pull on the gate, but it doesn't move. Wonderful. Is this where he lives? Mr. What was his name? Nariano. Hey, Mr. Nariano, come out. The door slowly opens. The middle-aged man appears on the doorstep. He looks a little too clean for these surroundings and is holding a glass of something orange. He squints at you from the doorway, apparently not trusting you enough to talk face to face. Good day, he assesses you silently. His gaze runs quickly over your clothes, pausing at the cage around your neck. He doesn't pay any attention to your face at all. The stranger leans against the door, finished with his assessment of you. Judging by the expression on his face, you got roughly a 4 out of 10. I'm trying to find a way into the upper district, aren't we all? He gestures to the square around you. I don't plan on living there. I just have to take care of one thing. That's it. One thing. What could there possibly be for you up there? Tell the truth. I need to get something. He waits for you to continue. Something important to me. How important? He gestures for you to continue. Ooh, a man of business. I'd say about, you look in your pockets, 1 bag of sand important? 5 bags? He gestures again for you to continue. 7 bags. Man starts nodding, but his hand doesn't stop moving. 10 bags. Now you're speaking my language. I love it when a person wants something that badly. In a flash, the man transforms from a reserved aristocrat into a jolly businessman. Not a bad start to the day, helping those in need, you might say. He steps forward and shakes your hands. I have things I can sell you. I have possessions I need to sell off. How about I give them to you and you lower your price? I'm a man of business, you see. Dealing with junk doesn't fit my status anymore, but I'm sure you'll find buyers among the visitors in town today. Okay, I'll be back when I find. Good luck. I'll be waiting. He bounds cheerfully up the stairs and, sipping from his glass, disappears behind the door. Okay. We have the 10 bags of sand. Now let's bring them to Nariana. Okay. I just talked to him. Like, yeah. I got 12 bags of sand. I got more than he wants. Here's your 10 bags. My dear friend. Wonderful. Wonderful. He jumps down from the entryway like an excited child. May I? He looks at the bags, ignoring you. Go ahead. Hand in the bags. He counts the bags. He counts out 2, which he hands back to you. Give those to Janine, the woman who does salvage work at the scrap heap. Tell her Mr. Nariano sent you. He scoops up the remaining bags and starts to head back into his home. Hold on. So it only costs 2 bags to get into the upper district and you're just keeping the rest for yourself? Just because you know Janine? It truly is a pleasure doing business with you, my dear friend. Come back any time. He disappears behind the door. Oh, that's bullshit. The woman has cleaned out at least 10 more computers since you were last here. The parts are lying next to her in neat piles. She notices the 2 bags of red sand you're holding. How's Mr. Nariano doing? He's 8 bags of sand better now. Hasn't lost his touch. She smiles prettily. Let's get to it. Hold on. Once we leave, we won't be coming back here. Are you sure you're ready? Yeah, let's go. You toss 2 bags of sand at the woman's feet. Let's get to it. I don't have much time. Train 42, your time is up. Prepare to leave town. I repeat. Well, looks like you're too late. Is that a joke? I already paid you. Damn guards are about to come looking for me, and you're... She looks at you silently, smiling. I'm kidding. Let's go. She clears away a small heap of scrap metal from against the wall and pulls a lever there. It's open. I'd hurry if I were you. Thanks. The woman smiles again. It seems that the whole situation strikes her as comical. Little advice for you. Trust a bag of bricks. Huh? What? Jump into the pipe. No going back now. Needless to stay, it smells awful in the pipe. It smells awful in here. This is just a drainage pit for the square. It's not the sewer system, so it could be worse. That doesn't make me feel better. The way forward is blocked by a pile of trash, boards, and rags that almost look like a barricade. Take it apart. I don't even know where to start. Pull out the trash bags. You try and pick up the trash bag, but the contents are too heavy and the bag rips. What the? Dust pours out of the bag and gets in your eyes. Climb over the pile. You poke around the support with your foot. One of the trash bags seems to be full of rocks or bricks. Trust the bag of bricks. You put your weight on the bag, then throw your other leg over the barricade of boards. Your pant leg gets caught on a nail sticking out of a board. Oh, come on! Free one of your hands and carefully unhook the nail. You shift your weight to your right hand and try to unhook your pant leg from the nail. I can't get it. Damn it! Come on, you're so close. Gah! Whew! Your pant leg is free. You jump the rest of the way over the barricade and land on your feet. You hear a voice over the radio somewhere up above. Final warning, Bob Bobson, operator of Train 42. Your time is up. Leave town immediately or your train will be confiscated. You were right, there's definitely no going back. Your path is blocked by another pile of wreckage. This one has tons of broken glass scattered around it. Be more careful here. Painstakingly pick up the shards of glass. You pick up a nearby bucket and start tossing the shards of glass into it. Another shard goes in the bucket. And another one. And another. Can't you go any faster? It'll be nighttime soon. Your hand twitches and a small shard of glass embeds in your finger. Sorry, I thought you were done already. You straighten up. It looks like you are, in fact, done. Now you can try and jump over the obstacle. Let's do this! You get a running start. You begin to pick up speed. Push off the ground. You spring off the ground. Why'd you jump so soon? You fly through the air. Watch where you go. You fly right into the barricade. Not over. Into. Bang. Damn. Are you alive? You broke down the whole barricade with your body. I felt it. Are you in one piece? I'm not sure. Damn. I think my shoulder is. You stand up with some difficulty. Oh my god. Why? I think this is the last barricade. Well, it's not like I can get any dirtier. This is Lindif Jr. speaking. A joy storm is approaching. It will hit us in 5 minutes. A joy storm? You could certainly use one of those. Out of this junkyard, even an ordinary storm would make me happy. The pile in front of you doesn't look particularly big. Examine the pile carefully. It's a bunch of junk. I feel like you can probably just step over it. He's right. Step over the pile. Carefully lift one leg over the pile and quickly find yourself on the other side. That was easy. Joy storm, 3 minutes. Ooh, come on, hurry and get outside. Okay, let's see what's in this upper district. Upper district alleyway. The joy storm has arrived. I repeat, the joy storm. Dad, is that you? Hear the sound of sand pouring out. It's getting closer. Soon it envelops your whole consciousness. You're suddenly overtaken by such a strong emotion that you involuntarily lean forward. It's like you're drowning in a calm, relaxing sea. Hey, Rachni, welcome home. Yeah, feed the cats before they decide you are dinner. Peace and quiet. You turn your head to the left and see your sister standing behind you. You're happy. She's not in danger anymore. Turn to the right and see your brothers. They're sitting next to you, all 10 brothers and you. They're wearing strangely colored armor. You look down and see that you have the same armor on. You touch the armor. A piece flakes off, burning your hand. The image starts to fade. The vision passes, and in its place, you're filled with an unbelievably nostalgic sense of longing. Etienne? It's evening already? How long was I out? Pretty long time. Long enough that I started to worry about you. Damn it, we need to hurry. So, how was it? Strange. Like I was home. I'd do that again. This poor guy is sitting on the ground, leaning against a wall. An idiotic grin is lighting up his face. Hey, you okay, friend? Marie, you're such a good girl, Marie. Looks like he's still caught in the joy storm. Wait. 2 minutes pass, 3, 5, finally the man opens his eyes. Oh, need something, man? Thanks for not interrupting me. I really got caught up in that one. Hold on. Why did your visions last so long when mine ended 10 minutes ago? Is this your first joy storm, man? Yeah, kind of. Here's some advice. Try not to move or look around too much. Concentrate on one thing and don't use up all your strength at once. That helps the visions last longer. Okay, got it. So, what was it you wanted? I'm looking for the meteorologist's house. Looking for the sail, huh? Head straight south to the square and you should see the sail tent. But I wouldn't count on much there if I were you. Okay, thanks. It's locked. Judging by the smell, someone inside is making soup. Soup. The door is locked. Okay. Go and look over you suspiciously. The Man hasn't come out of the storm clutches yet. You see devices lined up on a dusty counter. Are you out of your mind with prices like that, you old hag? An old man standing nearby calls out in the direction of the counter. A tired-looking woman is behind the counter, and you see the slightest flame of hope flare up in her eyes when she sees you. Another one. If you're just here to look with no money, then get lost. The counter is still surprisingly full, considering the meteorologist died a whole 3 days ago. Examine the counter in silence. The counter is covered in devices of all different sizes and complexities. Which one controls the weather? I don't know. The text said it's a device covered in switches and dials. They're all covered in switches and dials. How about we look at the most worn out ones that look like they've been used every day? There are two that fit the description, the left and the right. Ask about the left one. How much for this device? 100 bags of sand. How much? My price is firm. She says this harshly. My husband didn't make all of these devices or whatever by hand just for them to be given out for free. I paid 10 bags of sand as a bribe just to get in here, and for that I had to crawl through a sewer. A bribe? And you want 100 bags for some piece of junk? Just grab it and jump out of the book. We'll figure it out later. Where are you seeing junk here, you jerk? Get lost. I'm calling the guards. She grabs a radio attached to a pillar. Just grab the devices, damn it! Do it. You're the one who deserves to be arrested. 100 bags? You're insane. That's what I said. She's insane. You hear the old man shouting from behind you. You're not sure why he's still here. Hands up. You turn slowly and see 2 guards with their clubs raised and ready. That's him. He tried to steal my husband's possessions. Arrest him. I was just looking. Don't worry, miss. We'll handle this. Both guards start slowly walking towards you. Grab the first device you see and try to use it. You grab a random device off the counter and start pushing every switch and button you see. The guard and the meteorologist's wife watch you in silence. I don't think that's going to help that much. Just run. Hear the whooshing of a club somewhere behind you. Watch out! Bam! Etienne? Silence falls, and darkness. You open your eyes. It's cold. Damn it. Was I out for long? Damn guards, you rub the back of your head, which is throbbing. Did anything else happen while I passed out? Silence. Oh, they took Roderick! Tilt your head, looking for the cage, but it's gone. Damn it. Stand up. I need that. I don't think I should wander into the desert. I'd be better off trying to get back in town. It's to the east. See a motionless body lying face down in the sand. Another disturber of the town's beasts. Turn the Ho! Ho! Hold up. The man is wearing a coat. A tag is sewn to its chest. Examine the tag. Tag says W204. It also has the logo of a company called Reed Rem on it. Was he serving time too? What else would he be doing here? Go through his pockets. Nothing in the right one. In his left pocket, you find some cash, some old faded checks. One of them is for phone service. Abandoned container. Take all. Notice a slight glow coming from between the loose wall plates. What is this? Examine the inscription on the plate. You see a barely noticeable inscription on the plate. Trust a bag of bricks. Come on, I already know that. You notice that the wall plate isn't completely attached to the wall. Maybe I can move it? Okay, I want to look up this way some, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. No, there's nothing that way. Okay. Okay. An old wooden plate. It's lit. It is nailed shut with rusty nails. Damn it. Its crate hinges have been bound with steel wire. Apparently, whoever it belongs to couldn't afford a lock. Okay. Right behind the grating, you see a path leading out of the sewer. Shake the grating. It won't budge. Keep shaking it. Nothing happens. Shake the grating like a psycho. Fucking hell, open up! Ah! You pull at the steel bars with all your might, but nothing happens. Well, this is just great. It was so close, but looks like this is the end. Remember that you have ink you can use that you used on plenty of other occasions. Oh, right. I'm a writer. You hesitate for a second. Right? Use ink to weaken the grating. The ink envelops the bars of the grating, and they start to slowly rust. Bang! Easily knock them out of place and clear your path. Done. I'm coming, Roderick. You hide around the corner and peek out at the tent. Yes, Mr. Nariano, I'm sure. He was looking for the exact same thing. He called it a weather controller. Mr. Nariano is carefully twisting a device in his hands, trying to figure out how it works. Damn, he's already here too. And this thing really can control the storms? Do you think my husband really created something like that and didn't tell us? All these years? All those people who died in the storms? Or who went insane? He might have been responsible for all that? I wouldn't jump to conclusions. We don't actually know what the device can do, and maybe your husband did everything he could. I hope so. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for telling me this. It would have been terrible if such a valuable object fell into the hands of the stranger. I think we should break the woman's radio. Crash! Your hit shatters the radio on the pole. The woman runs into the house. Give me that. Can it really control the weather? He asked calmly. And what if it could? Then I can't just give you the controller. This thing could decide the fate of the whole town. I'm sorry. Nariano takes a step back, grasping the controller tightly to his chest. Looks like he's prepared to fight for it to the very end. You notice a familiar object around his neck. Hold on, that's mine! You point to Roderick's cage, which is hanging around Nariano's neck. When the hell did you manage to steal it? You sharply yank the cage off his neck and stuff it in your pocket. Nariano flinches, not expecting you to act so suddenly. We need to run, now. Huh? Attention all residents, this is Lindiff speaking. There's a death storm incoming. I repeat, a death storm is approaching. Start evacuating. We have 10 minutes. Did you push something? No, I didn't touch it. We need to stop the storm. Give it to me now. Not a chance. Tell me how to work it and I'll stop the storm. I don't actually know, but I can try and figure it out. I'm looking for the instructions. Then what use are you? You're just going to let people's lives depend on your attempt to try and figure it out? Let me at least look at the display. I can see what it means. Deathstorm, 7 minutes. Hurry. Anyone with an empty train, take on Upper District residents. Train 12 is causing a jam up at the exit. The wheel fell off. Get that car off the tracks. It's blocking the way. I'm going to go and see Lindef. He and I will all figure this out ourselves. Get out of the way. Grab him. Nariano walks slowly past you. You try to grab him. But out of the corner of your eye, you see an object flying right at you. The steel tip of a cane. Damn it, not again! You fall right before you hit the ground. You see Nariano climbing the stairs to the meteorology tower. You open your eyes and get up with some difficulty. Finally, get up the tower quickly and grab the controller. I don't know anything about a controller. My father didn't tell me anything. Darn, wrong button. I need to check the stormometer. Warning, death storm in 2 minutes. I don't know either. Just push something, Mr. Nariano. Let's go. One final push. This has been such a long day. Nariano is arguing with a young man, the controller in their hands. A wild wind blows through the window. The storm is almost here. We're out of time. Knock Nariano unconscious. Before Nariano can react, you punch him in the jaw. Can't have you interfering. Young man watches in silence, slowly pressing himself against the wall. Take the controller. You take the controller off of Mr. Nariano's unconscious body. You had your chance to stop the storm. Now it's my turn. The young man presses himself against a panel of instruments. Red lights are flashing all over it. 30 seconds, he says, taking a quick glance out the window, then squeezing his eyes shut. Examine the weather controller. Dozens of buttons and switches, and not a single one is labeled. What an egotistic asshole. The look of the young man shoots you is filled with 10% understanding and 90% fear of dying in a death storm. There are 3 big switches above the display. Start with those and I'll check the text, but there's not much here either. Flip the first. The first switch makes no sounds or moves. It seems to be completely broken. Flip the second. 2 lights on the panel below come on. There are 2 buttons next to the lights. Push the first one. Alarm set for 4 a.m. coming from the device. The young man gives you a gloomy look. His shred of hope that press the second one. The whole panel goes dark and the device just looks how it did when you started now. Flip the third. The device starts vibrating. Whatever that means. Flip the first switch. The switch clicks loudly as it moves. Then a multitude of indicators and buttons light up on the display. Let's see. You spin the device around trying to decide what button to push now. The wind coming in through the window picks up and a strange metallic taste starts filling your mouth. You smell burnt metal. Okay, here goes. Close your eyes and push a random button. Beep! The storm is still moving. Pray and push a random button. It's slowed down, but it's still getting closer. Scream and push a random button. It's moving away. It's moving away. Whew. You put the controller down with shaking hands, and you hear cheers from the people outside getting louder and louder. Ah, I'm sorry it keeps dying, babe. You put the controller down with shaking hands, and you hear cheers from the people outside getting louder and louder. It was close. Way too much going on. For my first day, he holds his head in his hands. Upper District Square. A large crowd is gathered in front of the tower. The people around you are loudly discussing what happened. I saw the storm move away at the last minute. I saw it with my very own eyes. And it was just about to reach the town, but then it stopped. All right, calm down. The storm is gone. You can go home now. But what if it comes back? Well, you look at the controller in your hands. We'll just have to hope it doesn't come back. Why did it move away at the last second anyway? Yeah, and why did it get so close to the town? That's never happened before. It's a long story. We drove it off. Don't worry. We? Who's we? It was the young meteorologist. Put your hand on the young man's shoulder. Lindiff, the young meteorologist, did an excellent job proving himself. He managed to neutralize the death storm at the very last second. The crowd starts cheering. Hooray for Lindiff! What do you mean neutralize? It's not important. What's important is that you're not in danger right now. Now, time for me to go. You look at the uncomprehending crowd before you jump, and your eyes slide over the people. Are you that? He gestures at the controller, which you've already tucked under your arm as you prepare to jump out of the book. Listen, kid. This is your moment of truth, Etienne. What moment of... Don't worry, you'll do just fine. I heard the storm almost never hit the town anyway. Just keep on going a little longer, and then the book will end. Then everything will work itself out. Are there storms where you're from, too? Definitely not like these. And maybe you can leave it with us, that device? Since the next time a storm comes, we won't be able to... Sorry, I can't. This device is the only thing that's keeping me from something dear to me. You thump your chest with your fist. Oh. All right. Leave the book. I'm sorry. You're all... Everything's ready. Excellent work, Etienne. I haven't even given the courier the briefcase yet, and you're calling... Silence. Not to worry. My shackles expert is on his way to you, and he'll pick up the order while he's there. He'll make quick work of yours, and then you'll be free, just as we agreed. All right. Thank you. Well, it was nice working with you. Yeah. I have an offer for you. Are you interested in taking on a few more jobs? We can discuss a bonus to your pay. No thanks. I'm done stealing. All right. Suit yourself. See you soon, Etienne. Hangs up. Stay down. Where do you think you're going? Where's the rope? Tie him up. Hey! After him, quickly. You fall onto the cold sand and your pursuers land nearby. So, you want to do this the hard way. Damn, it's so cold here. Where's Vince? He's waiting in the car just in case. Wait, Vince was on your side this whole time? That bastard. Deal with him quickly and I'll get the book ready so we can get to the collector. Can you handle this? Hey, anybody want to help me? I just saved your city a minute ago. Come on. Your voice echoes through the empty square. It seems like everyone is in bed asleep already. Fine. I'm trying to mess him up. I don't like that. you okay? Relatively. What book did they want to take you into? 1 second. Pick up the book that one of the thugs dropped and look at the black cover. The name's been erased. They said something about a collector. Is that your boss? My former boss. You open the book and flip through the pages. You want to go there? I have this idea. Well, if you're sure about it. Oof. Incomprehensible. What? Why? Everything's blurry. There's no color? I've gone too deep. We're inside a book inside a book. I can barely breathe. Me too. We need to find the collector as soon as we can and then get out of here. What's your face? Why, what's... You touch your mask. Damn it, we need to hurry. You notice some familiar-looking briefcases. A tag is visible on one of them. Walker, Rich A, Item X, Client, HRMN Publishing. What are those? Briefcases from stolen items. I give the collector his orders in briefcases like these. So there are objects from other books inside. Think there's something you could use in there? You open 2 of the briefcases in front of you at random. Examine the first one. An old rag doll is inside the briefcase along with a set of rusty pins. Is that what I think it is? I don't know. What do you think it is? A voodoo doll? It even has pins. Examine the second. A leather-bound book lies on a velvet cushion inside the briefcase. There's something written here. Al-Azif. Take the book. Take the book out of the briefcase and instinctively clutch it to your chest. You could swear you feel its leather binding through your coat. Look, there's something else here. Next to the briefcase is a bag stuffed to the brim with a note attached that says, "To be sorted." Inside you find a folded-up cloak, an opaque glass capsule, a small wand, and an old broom. Examine the cloak. Try and unfold the cloak, but as soon as your hand slips inside, the cloak disappears. So does your hand. Ha ha! Quiet. Carefully pull your hand out, and it's instantly visible again along with the cloak. Hide the capsule and the wand in your pockets, throw the folded-up cloak on your shoulder, and grab the broom. You're really kitted out. Hope I can use all this. Let's go find the collector. Okay. A broom trembles impatiently in your hands, almost like it's trying to break free. I knew it was the Necronomicon! Yes! Invisibility cloak. And then toxin capsule. Fear toxin inhalation causes prolonged panic and hallucinations. And a magic wand. Polymorph wand transforms the target into Ovis Aries. Wait! 3 walkers are standing around a table in a brightly lit room. They haven't noticed you yet. Damn, so this is where they handle the briefcases for the orders? What's the plan? Put on the invisibility cloak. You unfold the invisibility cloak and put it on over your shoulders. Looks like it's working. What's next? Sneak past the room. You tiptoe past the room with the walkers in it. Better to avoid any more fighting than it is absolutely necessary. Felicity will not hesitate to take a book knowing it is filled with eldritch knowledge. Absolutely! Forbidden knowledge is sometimes the best knowledge. That's why I read lots of banned books. You see 2 walkers standing in the passageway. They seem to be guarding another set of boxes. They're discussing something quietly, completely unaware of your presence. I don't think you can squeeze past them. You should take off the cloak. It's only going to get in your way. Try and sneak. Wrap yourself tighter in the invisibility cloak and quietly start moving towards the walkers. Shh! Raising a finger to his lips. The second man instantly stops talking. There's someone here. Find him. Walkers spring into actions and start searching the room. You fall onto your back in surprise and the invisibility cloak slides off. Who the hell are you? I work here. Looks like we have a spy. Use the wand. You take the wand out of your pocket and point it at the closest walker. Ovis Aries. A beam of blue energy bursts out of the wand and hits the walker in the chest. In the next instant, a sheep is standing where he just was. Oh, that's right. Ovis Aries is the scientific name for domestic sheep. I thought it was a spell. Second walker has already dropped into a fighting stance, ready to attack. Felicity is absolutely the librarian in the movie The Mummy, reading all the best parts of the Book of the Dead and reincarnating Imhotep. Babe, I take that as the highest form of compliments. Since I was a kid, I have wanted to be Evie, okay? She's amazing. I love those movies. Ovis Aries. You point the wand at him, but nothing happens. A large crack is now running through the crystal at the end of the wand. Bah, useless piece of fight. Oh my god, I can use the book. It's done. All I have to say, she was a cute character and a very beautiful actress who played the part brilliant. Right? I'll drain your ink. That sounded wrong. Oh! It's fine. Why did I hit that? I'm dumb. Now I'll hit that. A stack of books, including the ones I've been in. The librarian is busy arranging books and probably wouldn't even notice an atom bomb. Yeah. If I'm rearranging my books to shelves, you are not likely to get a response out of me unless you physically, like, touch me. Bookwalker briefcases. Examine the briefcase on the left. Laying on black fabric inside the briefcase is a honed, sharp scythe that radiates coldness. So death is out there in some book without his scythe? Examine the briefcase. There's a small box inside the briefcase surrounded by a flickering blue aura. What's this? Poke the box uncertainly with a finger. The blue field instantly surrounds your hand, making it tingle. Some kind of energy shield? That might help in a fight. I have a pretty good... I have a pretty good shield. Nah, I hate to say it. I think I'm sticking. Are you sure you don't even want to see what's in the briefcases? I'm happy. Ready to keep going? Walk away. Okay. Sup, bros? The guards notice you from far away and block your path. What's the noise over there? Is there a problem? Throw the toxin capsule. You wind up and throw the capsule of fear toxin at your enemies. It falls right between the two closest walkers and shatters. The other men turn away and cover their faces. Hey! Stop! You! You see both men's eyes widen in horror. You're a monster! Help!
Both walkers flee past in terror, keeping their distance from you, then disappearing into the darkness behind. Not bad. No time to relax. The fight's not over. The other walkers simultaneously drop into fighting stances. Okay. It's done. It's done. You dirty hobo. Listen, the drain's the only way that I have to hit you, so... Sable skin. Skill. I think not. That's fine. This is over. Up to the boss's hideout. Oh. Whoa. All right, I give up. Just don't hit me, he smirks. Take off my goddamn shackles, you grab him by the throat. There was a slight problem with that. My shackles expert took the day off today. His daughter's sick. He's lying. Whispering, I know. How about I call you when he's available, okay? It'll only be a few days. And do you think I'm an idiot? Well, if you really want to know, you promised me you'd take them off, so hold up your end of the deal. But you didn't hold up your end. I'll hold it up right now. You squeeze his throat harder. Calm down, you idiot. No one except the writers' police can take them off. Do you really think my own men would be walking around in shackles if I could take them off? I would build a literal empire, stealing objects if I could do that, not this stinking warehouse. Wait, I thought you had proof that he could do it. A friend told me about it. Wait, Vince told me about you. And then I found out he was one of your thugs. Was that all part of your plan? Well, this thing that's happening now wasn't. He rubs his throat. You're going to take off my shackles. I don't know how, but that's your problem now. Or what? Are you going to kill me? A character? He winks a horrible wink. But you've turned into such a nice guy now, haven't you? Well, relatively. You squeeze his throat with all your strength and look him in the eye. Let's find out right now just how much of a nice guy I am. That doesn't quite inspire fear, to be honest. Let's finish this up quickly. I have things to do. Some important people will be here soon, and I'll be offloading a huge lot today. You turn around and see a stack of containers through the open door. Yeah, that's right. Did you think I was just sitting here twiddling my thumbs? I'm about to close the deal of a century. Are those containers full of stolen items? Fit to burst. I can only imagine what'll happen when that floods the market. Good evening, Grim. Welcome in. Guys, if you are not following Grim the Tailor, do give him a follow. He is a fantastic vampire tailor PNG tuber and a good friend. He glances briefly at the monitor where you can see henchmen running in your direction. You're right. It certainly is time for us to finish up here. Grab him by the essence. You push your hand deeper in, trying to touch not the collector's neck, but the very essence inside him. You feel a scrap of old paper. Your fingers run across the text written there in old ink many, many years ago. Wait. Start pulling. I can call the shackles expert. Let's say tomorrow, okay? It's the only time frame I can give you. We'll get your shackles off and you'll be set. You can write as much as you want. His henchmen are almost here. Sorry, I'm not letting that happen to me again. Grab his paper with both hands and start pulling it towards you. What are you thinking? Etienne! Don't worry, I've done this before. Oh no. You see the client slowly separating from the book's environment, becoming something foreign. Damn, aren't his henchmen going to come for us? They don't have a direct route to that book. Besides, they won't like what's waiting for them there. You keep pulling the paper. It gets more and more difficult to pull. What's going on? Now is not the time to give up. No, I'm not giving up. This is as hard as I can pull. What now? They're right outside already. Now we add another force. You bend your knees, ready to jump backwards. You push off the ground. You hear an unbelievably loud crunching sound, so loud that it feels like the whole world must be able to hear it. With a ringing sound, the paper in your hand separates itself from the book and flies upwards with you. Damn it, I think I twisted my knee again. What on earth was that? Where the hell am I? What have you done? He looks around. You'll find out soon enough. The collector suddenly jumps up and aims a gun at you. It's an antique, decorated with a swirling pattern. Take me back. Hey, calm down. Just calm down. Etienne, hand over the book. Now, where's my book? I'm afraid nothing would come of it. Hey, don't joke around with him. That thing I just did, they'll hear it. Writers, police, nobody move. Hey, you, drop the gun. Not another step or I shoot him. Boss, that's Leroy Roshan. The collector? What the hell is going on here? Etienne, how are you mixed up in this? Oh, hello, officer. Hold on. How did you recognize me? You came in for questioning in that same coat. Damn, I disguised my face, but I forgot to put on a different coat. I'm warning you, I won't surrender alive. He aims the gun at the police officers, then back at you. And hold back your little pet writer there. I see him. Puts his hands up and looks at the officer, waiting for a signal. Well now, we'll come to an agreement and everything will be just fine. Where's my book? I don't think we'll be coming to an agreement with you, thief. Quiet. No, we're going to make a deal, and I'm going to walk away. You're accused of stealing thousands of objects, and now that you're in our hands, you're not going anywhere. That's enough. Suddenly, turning to you, this is all because of you, you bastard! The sound of a shot rings out. Etienne? You close your eyes. Damn it! You open your eyes and look down. The metal of Roderick's cage protected you from the bullet, but there's not much left of it now. You see a small, ragged scrap of paper inside. Derek, you moron! I told you to stop talking. Sorry, boss. Are you all right, Walker? Now it's your turn. Hands up. You look at the remains of the paper in your hand. Don't make us use force. Cool it. He's just in shock. Etienne, it's best if you come with us now. We'll talk about all this at the station, okay? Hold on. What's that in his hand? It's a character. And not one from this book. Etienne, are you out of your mind? You're carrying around a stolen character, even in your current situation? Derek, I can't take an isolated character. Call for backup. You shove the officer. His head slams into Derek, who staggers backwards, eyes shut. Damn it! So who was Roderick is my question. Leroy Roshan, also known as the Collector, was detained by the Writers' Police. The entire network of writers who used his services to buy stolen items from books were also detained. These criminals have been sentenced. Etienne Quist was detained 5 minutes after his escape. The unknown stolen character was not found on him. 28 years later. Oh god, I'm loving this, Rachni. Well, I think this is your house. Run a hand over your face. All right, now I'm ready. Books are arranged neatly on the shelves. Sir, how can I help you? My name is Etienne. Waiting for you to continue. You probably don't remember me. We worked together a long time ago. I can't seem to recall that. Are you sure you're in the right place? I'm sure. I'd even say we were partners. I just wanted to see how you're feeling. Looking around questioningly. I do believe I'm quite all right. Should I be worried about something? Do you remember your name? Of course. And where you live? Baker Street. That's good. Then I had to make a few changes because of your injuries. Injuries, sir? Yes, although it seemed everything worked out. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm back. Watson, he nods to the man by the window. Holmes, he nods back. And you, sir, he looks questioningly at you. I'm on my way out. Someone you know, Watson? I'm not sure. Are you quite certain you're all right, sir? Yeah, my apologies again for disturbing you. Well, time to head back. I'm glad you're doing well, friend. I think it worked. Sherlock Holmes and Watson. It's time to figure out my own stuff. I had to revisit so many books before I found the right one. Oh, he's completely holed up. Ah, that was so cool! Hey Felicity, if you had to walk a book, which would it be? Ooh, that's hard. That is so hard. Because there's so many worlds that I've imagined, like I've imagined what they would be like, and I'd want to see it firsthand if that was something I was capable of. Like, the author kind of being an asshat aside, the Harry Potter series really, like, affected me as like a preteen and teenager. Yeah, it was a good ending. I will happily replay the ending for you at some point, babe, and go through it. And I want to do all of the like quote unquote right decisions, as in like all the ones that keep the books intact, and see how different it is. But like I would love to go into Harry Potter for if I could book walk, or going into Pride and Prejudice because that's my favorite classic novel, and it's just a classic romance. Or going into Mistborn would be cool. Going into any of the Star Wars books, yeah, Ragni. Like, they're so. Dude, you could go in Jurassic Park and see dinosaurs. Like, Lord of the Rings would be up there too. That's the problem. Every book that you guys are naming is something I have read, and I would love to be able to go out in the world and be a part of that, and hop in and really just absorb the world. So it's really, really hard to just choose one. See, Grimm couldn't choose just one either. I'm not sure I would go into any of the D&D books. It's a high chance of me losing my life in those. But like, the concept of this game was really cool. They have resurrection spells. I know. But yeah, the concept of this game was really, really cool. Something unique that I honestly didn't think of. Just the ability to go into a book and remove things. I liked the reveal of Etienne's crime being that he fell in love with a character that he wrote. And then he brought her into the real world, which made her a living, breathing human. And even though they risked everything to be together, she ended up leaving him. And he was willing to give up writing and end up with those shackles for 30 years if he got her in the end. But she walked away. And that would just be so heartbreaking. Grim, but if you can't afford a resurrection spell, then you're forced to hire a necromancer, and that's the last thing you want, is to be resurrected by a necromancer. Facts. Yeah, you can't force someone. Well, that's the thing. She loved him in return, but they grew apart. When he wasn't able to write anymore, it altered him. And so she fell out of love with him by the sound of it. And that's why he wanted his shackles off, is because he wanted to be himself again. He didn't want to have to figure out who he was without the ability to write. I saw a post once where you get isekai to your favorite fictional universe with powers from that setting. I posted a psyker from Warhammer 40k holding their head saying, "I'm so going to get purged." But yeah, this game was fantastic. I got, like, you guys have been here for all the streams. As of right now, I'm at about 19 hours of playtime on here. And that's just because I was a dum-dum and couldn't, figure out things the whole, like, as I was going through. So, that's just because I had to figure out puzzles and where you had to go to unlock certain things at certain times. But yeah, it was a great thing. So if you love a good story, a good point and click adventure style game with a little bit of combat, this is definitely a great pickup. And thank you again to Rachni for getting me this. He gave this game to me a while back, and I said I was saving it to play it on stream, so I can now add it to my list of games completed on stream. But I believe, let's see, the last time that I asked what everybody would like to see me play next, people said Cult of the Lamb. Is that still what people would like to see? Because we did start Cult of the Lamb well over a year ago. Babe, we can figure that out once I'm off stream. I honestly just want to not have to talk. I've been talking so much through all this, my throat hurts. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing, Cult of the Lamb, so we have something with chat interaction for people to mess around with. So that is probably what we will play starting Thursday. Tomorrow, I will be live at 10 a.m. Central, and I'm going to be playing Repo with Arna, Minzy, and Vincent. So you will be able to tune in for that. For those of you that stopped by on my YouTube and liked the video and gave it a quick view over there, I super appreciate it. If you still want to do that to lend me a hand on growing that channel, if you can click the link that is pinned up at the top of the chat, you can go ahead and do that. Because I need more subscribers over there and such so that I can monetize the stuff on YouTube. But otherwise, let's find somebody to raid out to. Let's see who is around. Let's see. Out of everybody I'm following, who's doing stuff. Do 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 do. Are we feeling, guys? I need your opinions. Are we feeling Phasmophobia? Are we feeling Guild Wars 2? Are we feeling Destiny 2? Are we feeling A Link to the Past? What are we feeling, chat? A Link to the Past. So we are going to raid over to Nespa, who is playing Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. They've been up about an hour and 40 minutes, so they still got a while to go on their channel. As always, I do want to thank everybody for coming in here today, hanging out with me, and seeing the end of Bookwalker, Thief of Tales. You guys are absolutely fantastic, and I appreciate all of you. As I said again, 10 a.m. Central tomorrow, I will be up and live with our runs in repo, and new schedule is going to be Tuesday through Saturday at some point in the day. I'm not setting an official time because I'm having medical things that are going on, so we're gonna have some fun stuff there. But I do want to remind you that, as always, I appreciate and love you, and you are appreciated, you are loved, and you are valid. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye!